Hello everyone, we are from Faculty of Foreign Languages, Hanoi University of Industry. It is our great honor to be here today to share with you about our study. There are 3 members in our group. They are Miss Nguyễn Thị Hương, Miss Trần Thị Dung and I, Nguyễn Minh Hà. Miss Hương and Miss Dung, please say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Hello everyone.
Yeah. Now, our topic is using TED Talks as an authentic materials to initiate debates in speaking lessons for English major students. As you can see on the slide, there are 5 main parts in our topic: introduction, literature review, methodology, results and discussions, and Q&A session. And now, I would like to invite Ms. Huong to present the first part, introduction.
Hello everyone. As you know, English language is a communication media that is widely used all over the world. In order to follow the development of international language, learners are required to comprehend English language and apply it to their daily life. There are 4 main reasons why we conduct the research. Firstly, we see that our students at faculties of foreign languages, Hanoi University of Industry, seem not to have a successful performance in debate lessons due to their insufficient speaking ability. Therefore, the need to be supplied with authentic materials in order to have a better preparation for classroom debates. Secondly, we all know that authentic materials such as digital platforms or learning media, they can bridge the gap between classroom knowledge and students' capacities to participate in real-world events. Thirdly, according to Sherman, video is a wonderful resource for opening up the English language world and can be used with great pleasure and very little sweat. Through videos, learners can explore useful and accurate information that support the learning process. Last but not least, in TED Talks, there are videos on different topics like culture, fashion, technology, etc., which are conducted by speakers from all around the world speaking in English. For that reason, students can employ a wide range of vocabularies, ideas, and expression to develop their project. Therefore, we try to apply TED Talks as a technique to initiate debates for our English major students.
Yeah. Thank you for your clear ideas on the rationale. And now, I would like to welcome Ms. Dung to talk about literature review.
Thank you, Ms. Ha. As you can see on the slide, we will address 3 main points. First, what is TED Talks? Second, what is authentic materials? And last, what is debates? So first of all, let me show you the definition of TED Talks. TED Talk is a non-profit organization founded in 1984 as a conference covering technology, entertainment, and design. Moreover, TED Talk is useful in an academic context given the features of the platform and its content. Hence, it's regarded as an excellent pedagogical tool. TED offers users the possibility to see the subtitles and transcription. They allow learners to gather the information either listening or reading and in an integrated manner. That is to say, TED Talks lets the students not only just acquire the language features, but also prepare themselves with critical thinking. So now you may wonder about why we export authentic materials for our study. According to Tomlinson and Masuhara in 2010, an authentic text is one which is produced to communicate rather than to teach, and an authentic task as one which involves the learners in communicating to achieve an outcome rather than to practice the language. To be more specific, authentic materials are considered to be designed not to transmit declarative knowledge, about the target language, but rather to provide an experience of the language in use. Unlike traditional textbooks, authentic materials are more interesting and motivating because they provide learners with the real situations in terms of using the target language. So undoubtedly, authentic materials are quite a source of documents for teachers to make use of. And finally, let me show you some key information about debates, which we are trying to initiate in speaking lessons. It can be highlighted that debate is an intense activity in which language learners are interested in a variety of cognitive and linguistic ways. Debate pushes learners to consider the multiple sides of an issue, and it also enables them to interact, not just with the details of a given topic, but also with one another. And this also can stimulate the student to think critically.
Thank you, Ms. Dung, for your valuable information on theoretical background. Now, moving to the next part, I would like to talk about methodology, which provides you with research setting, research question, and research instruments. I would like to start by talking about research setting. The investigation was carried out in Hanoi University of Industry, which is a public university located in Hanoi, Vietnam. Participants are 172 third-year students. They are from 7 English major classes in Faculty of Foreign Languages, Hanoi University of Industry. So, have a look at research question. There are 2 main research questions to be made. Firstly, what are the benefits of using TED Talks as an authentic materials to initiate debates? Secondly, what are the suggestions for effective use of TED Talk to initiate classroom debates activity at Hanoi University of Industry? Now, have a look at research instrument. We employed questionnaire and interview with the hope of finding out some useful suggestions for effective use of TED Talk. Have a look at survey questionnaire. There are 4 phases. They are designing the questionnaire, piloting, delivering the questionnaire, and finally, encoding the data. And our questionnaire is divided into 2 parts. In the first part, there are 5 categories which investigate some considerable benefits of TED Talk to initiate classroom debate. And secondly, the second part is an open-ended question in order to find out some useful suggestions for effective use of TED Talks in debate activities. Besides questionnaire, we also applied interview as a research instrument to get reliable sources. Especially data for this study included a 15-minute semi-structured interviews with 7 randomly selected students, and they are from 7 classes. Okay, so we implemented the research for 4 months, and now it's time to show the findings and discussion, and Ms. Nguyễn Hương will introduce this part.
Okay, thank you, Han. So after 4 months implementing the research, some result and discussion are found. First, I would like to discuss self-motivated language input and output. It's undeniable that the use of TED Talks videos supports the process of learning English. Undoubtedly, our students communicated with their partners using the words in the proper context and more confidently thanks to the vocabulary and the exposure to which they were subject. In addition, our students claimed that they felt more self-confident in the base classroom since they have already acknowledged argumentative ideas gaining from TED Talks. Therefore, they're willing to express their ideas, their feelings, and their standpoints regarding the socio-cultural topics. A broad and deep language knowledge makes them precise and articulate, not only in the base activity, but also in speaking skill in general. And the second, it is enhancement of critical thinking, ability that needs to pay attention to. The results show that a positive response from students to what TED Talk videos, as it was an authentic and relevant task with the debate topic they had to complete. The complex and authentic information in the video challenged students to think creatively. Another advantage of video watching is to promote a learning style that is more autonomous and student-centered. The students will actively engage in their learning, and the role of teachers just as facilitated. It is because the Talks video is an online-based video which can be accessed everywhere within areas of internet connection. Number 3 is the enhancement of gesture and nonverbal language skills. The results from the study show that video watching enables learners to use visual information to observe gesture, facial expression, and other aspects of body language, alongside authentic language and cultural information. Instead of being taught how to use gesture, students watch the speech videos and imitate the speaker's gesture both consciously and unconsciously. Number 4 is students' participation and engagement toward classroom debates. Since video has cultural, social, and political content, students felt encouraged to make arguments and rebuttal during a debate. They show more critical and reflexive thinking regarding different topics in society. Students were more prone to give argumentative ideas on the topic, as well as they were more motivated in expressing what they were thinking. Interestingly, students expressed that they felt more comfortable doing the project thanks to the talks, since they offer the possibility to gather words that are normally used in the spoken language and are easy to use in context as well. In conclusion, with the effective use of TED Talks, students were more engaged and had more enthusiasm towards the project and toward learning the language itself. And here are some pictures and video of our students' debate activity. Now, just have a look. Here's the videos of
and this is a big problem we have to face with. So I want to hear the voice to talk about the things which we can do to save our environment. Okay, who can? Right. I think smoke from the people is very harmful for our environment. So this person can use public transportation instead of driving. So how about this? I totally agree with Van's idea, and I also suggest that you can use bike beside public transportation, because using bike you can not only save energy, you can it is also the way to do exercise. Yeah, do you agree? I see the point. I agree with you to protect environment using public transportation. Personally, I often using products made from recycled material, which is safer for the environment. For example, I often using paper shopping bags instead of plastic bags. What about pollution into environment? Sorry to interrupt you, but you should be follow our discussion, because your idea is the same with my idea. Let us say
choosing. Okay, any other ideas? Okay, so that's any other ideas? Good idea. So okay, so that's good. Yes. Using recycled material. Yeah, I think she means using organic material products, such as using leaves from plants instead using plastic bags when you're shopping, right? Yeah, because you know leaves is organic product. So when you it's very easy to bring back the environment. I already hear one of your ideas, and somebody with me can solve air pollution, right? So how about the water? So how about the polluted water? Can you give me some way to solve this problem? I think polluted water is one of the big problem about environmental pollution. So in my opinion, I myself, when I at home, I try to save water and turn off the pump when I don't use it. So, I want to hear another small idea. Okay, I agree with idea, and I support some idea. You know, two-way protect the environment. We can limit the use the electricity. You know, now that many people tend to use a lot.
Well, that brings to the end of the discussions. Next, I'd like to invite Ms. Dung to talk about some suggestions for effective use of TED Talk to initiate debates.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. And now it's time for us to provide you with some recommendations for effective use of TED Talks to initiate debates. As you can see, we have our 4 suggestions. First, suitable video selection. Second, speed of speech. Third, need for scaffolding activities. And last, transcripts and subtitles. Now let's start with the first one, suitable video selection. Students should select suitable authentic material that enables them to change pronunciation, enrich vocabulary, and make them easier to find ideas for classroom debate. The next significant point is that some learners, especially lower proficiency students, cannot keep up with the speed of the fast speaker. Consequently, they were frustrated or discouraged to the point of giving up. Therefore, learners should carefully choose authentic videos with the speed suitable to their levels. Now let's move on to the third suggestion. The findings indicated that before video watching, scaffolding activities at home are a requisite to address the issues students encounter. To be more specific, is it a special kind of help that assists students during the process of acquiring new concepts or levels of understanding? The gradual approach to implement scaffolds from easy to difficult concepts is really suitable for video watching before classroom debates. And the final point concerns the suitable use of transcripts and subtitles. In our opinion, students should watch the video with their transcript or subtitles to understand the general meaning. After that, they need to take notes, especially relevant vocabulary and argumentative ideas. Next, students can watch videos with transcript and subtitles to utilize ideas to form their own arguments and rebuttal. Finally, paying attention to body languages and gesture is really necessary before classroom debate.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Dung. Well, that concludes our presentation about the topic using TED Talks as an authentic materials to initiate debates in speaking lessons for English major students. We have introduced to you about introduction, literature review, methodology, results, and discussion. And now it's time for the final part, Q&A session. So please leave a comment and we will reply as soon as possible. Once again, thank you for your attention. Goodbye.
Bye.